Hey everybody, Preston Poulter with Pocket Jacks Comics. This project has recently come to my attention, Acceptable Losses. I wanted to do a video on this. Part of the reason it came to my attention, well the biggest reason really, is because there was a bit of a flame war, well really kind of one-sided. Joe Glass went off on Diversity in Comics Richard C. Myers because Richard C. Myers had the audacity to mention him during one of his videos on his YouTube channel. So then, after that, Joe Glass's project was a failure. And this video is not so much to engage in schadenfreude, although I know a number of comic skaters are. I'm really just wanted to look at what Joe Glass had put together here, why this project failed, because, I share some things in common with Joe Glass, and that we are both Kickstarter creators who have had prior projects which succeeded, and then this one failed, and I want to avoid having a project fail, so I'm going to kind of do a bit of a hot wash, as they say in the military, and kind of look at what the problems were. So one of the things that I'm seeing here is that there's no video, and the artwork is really just concept sketches. So one of the things we tell our beginners is, who are going on Kickstarter for the first time, is we'd like to see cover and first 5 pages, and we don't have that. And I don't see it anywhere in there. The updates, we've got. It's simply lacking in the artwork department. Secondly, if you look at the backer levels, this project was able to bring in 237 backers, which is pretty respectable, really, but it only raised $3,500 using those 237 backers, which is an average of $14 per pledge, and that's pathetic. The average by the industry is in the 30s. I mean, I was told when I got started it was in the high 30s. I haven't quite experienced that. Most of the time my backers are averaging 32, 33. But if he would have averaged $32 on those 237 backers, he would have hit his goal. It would have been a squeaker, but he would have hit his goal. So I think there's really one of the fundamental problems he's having here is in his rewards. He wasn't able to get maximum value on his 237 backers. So let's take a look at the rewards he was offering for Acceptable Losses. So we have a £1 thank you tier. 2 backers took that, where you don't get a reward. Okay, fine. And then $3 you get the digital tier. Sounds fine. He got a number of backers there. And then for $5 or £5 rather, you get the physical copy of the comic. Then at $7 you get both the print and the digital. Whenever I'm doing it, if you're getting the physical comic book, you get the PDF thrown in for free. I liberally give that thing out. But then as we go north of $7, we start to get into these pin rewards where, hey, you get a pin. And nobody really wanted the pins. If you look at the backers here, pins were not very popular. And then as you go above that, you start to get into, hey, you get a digital copy of Pride, or at the upper levels you get basically Pride was thrown in at the upper levels. And the thing is if you look at Joe Glass's prior efforts, Pride was what he was known for. In fact, if you look at his creator profile, so let me click on his creator profile real quick. Alright, so where alright, so yeah, if you look at his write-up, it's got, the Pride and LGBTQ is written right in there. I mean, that is his claim to fame. That's his bread and butter. That's what he does. So most likely, the fans who were, that he had created that were coming back for Acceptable Losses had probably already been exposed to the Pride, because those are his prior things. He's got the Pride, and then, a different version of the Pride, and then the Pride paperback volume 1. So he had gone to that well a number of times. Acceptable Losses was kind of his first step away from the Pride, but we've got to say probably most of the people he was able to attract already had that. So it doesn't make sense then that his digital rewards would be more copies of the Pride, because people already had it. So if you take a look at the projects he did and the chronology of them, it tells an interesting story. So, alright, his first one right out of the gate, like over 600 backers, raising roughly £20,000. It was a project we loved from Kickstarter. Just a phenomenal, opening volley. Welcome to crowdfunding, sir. Boom, that's quite a success. Then he made some pins in a Make 100 project, and that went okay. And then we got the Pride Adventures, and notice the number of backers is less than half of last time. Now we've only got slightly over 300, whereas before, on the first time out, it was 307. But it's still a project we love, so Kickstarter was still showing him some love there, literally. And, he was able to get funded. And then if we come up a little bit, so if we go up a little bit, we got the Pride, again, Volume 1. I'm not sure how this is different than his prior Volume 1, but whatever. Still got 437 backers or so. Kickstarter, again, literally showing him love. They make it a project we love. He's meeting nothing but success here. He's got LGBTQ+ right there in the title of the project, as well as his creator profile. He is literally virtue signaling his way to success, which I gotta say, as a creator, I'm a little bitter about here, because if you look at my project, White Lily Issue 2, this is a story that's mine. It's historical. It's about the only two women in world history to ever earn the title of ace, and I, as the creator, put kind of this lesbian romance between them. Because, I like lesbians, but historically, maybe it happened, maybe it didn't. But surely we have some representation now. We got gays in the military. There's all kinds of topics of interest. No love from Kickstarter. Absolutely none. It was not a project we love. It was nothing. And my penciler, Laval Davis, he died. And that was, part of the presentation about the thing was this is the last comic book Laval ever did. It got absolutely no love from Kickstarter, despite the fact we've got a black man doing the pencils who passed away. We got a story involving historical women and their accomplishments with lesbianism. Kickstarter, goose egg. I was still able to make it, but these were all my backers I was able to bring. If you look at the backer report over here for this one, check it out. If you look at the pie chart here, I'm bringing in the vast majority of these people. So we got Kickstarter brought in the green level, 28%, whereas I'm bringing in pledge via customer referrals, that's me, pledge via external referrals, that's me. So Kickstarter only amounted to 28%, which is bad. If we're looking at my current one, Guinevere. We got the dashboard here. See, Kickstarter's bringing in a ton. And again, this is still not a project we love. Kickstarter's not really showing it love, but the fact that the project looks so good is just keeping it up in the popular realm. And so Kickstarter's bringing in stuff here, but I was getting no love on White Lily Issue 2, despite the fact it was very LGBTQ friendly and had representation by my penciler. So, oh well. But you live by your LGBTQ representation, you die by it, because acceptable losses, it doesn't have LGBTQ in the title. And if you look at the project itself, I'm not seeing a ton of representation. So if we look at it through the eyes of Kickstarter, why exactly should we make this a project we love? They're kind of scolding Joe Glass, like, sorry, Mr. Glass, we don't see any LGBTQ here. This is not a project we love. It doesn't have enough intersectional diversity. So, sorry, my friend, down in flames. I guess there's a moral here to be learned, of course, but there's also some fundamental errors on behalf of Joe Glass. His rewards were not very good. There's no actual artwork from the thing. There's just sketches, and there's no video. I mean, he was just half-assing this one. So all he needs to do is just invest a little more, redo this one, and I'm sure it'll be a success next time. Meanwhile, as I mentioned, we got Guinevere and the Divinity Factory. It's both on Kickstarter and on Indiegogo. It's doing well on both platforms, although I set a much higher goal on Kickstarter, and I'm doing well, but better on Kickstarter. So whenever I go on live streams, people tend to focus on the Kickstarter. But for people who want it on Indiegogo, it's there as well. You got that beautiful variant cover. All you got to do is back the crowdfunding effort and you get the variant cover. As I mentioned, I'm giving away the electronic copies for free if you get any of the physical reward tiers. And if you're interested in White Lily, you can also overpledge any given physical reward tier and get the back issues of White Lily. This has been Preston Poulter with Pocket Jacks Comics. I hope you like what you heard. Please subscribe. Look forward to all your comments as well as your criticisms. Take care. Bye.